Did the Bexar County District Attorney violate campaign finance laws through his relationship with the Wren Collective? That's a criminal justice reform group whose connection with the DA's office we have been investigating for weeks now.
We took our questions to an attorney with expertise in ethics and campaign laws. Erica Hernandez asked if the DA's failure to disclose his work with the Wren Collective is a violation of campaign finance rules.
We've been examining more than 200 pages of text messages between the Bexar County District Attorney's Office and the Austin-based Wren Collective. Their discussions about policy, court cases, public messaging, and mentions of campaign. In one message, Wren Collective founder Jessica Brand tells Joe Gonzales, "Just to clarify, I can talk campaign with you, but my team can only talk policy and comms. I can do either just as long as they don't happen at the same time."
That's a smart move to not have official and campaign communications crossover. But yeah, it does sound like there is campaign communication going on.
Andrew Cates is a political attorney here in Texas with years of experience helping elected officials and candidates navigate what they can and can't do while in office or running for office. We asked Cates whether Joe Gonzales should have disclosed campaign help from the Wren Collective on campaign finance reports. There is no record of that.
It depends on what they're providing to him as a candidate and not just as an elected official. If it is something that, like I said, he would otherwise need to pay for, then I would say it could likely be an in-kind.
An in-kind contribution is something a candidate or official would normally need to pay for, but is given to them for free, which they still must disclose.
Another conversation he's asking, as he's about to do a press conference or a speech, asking, do I reference to my re-election in November, or should I stay away from party politics and avoid mentioning Republicans like the governor? And she does advise him.
Yeah, that sounds like campaign advice.
At one point in these messages, Gonzales asked that the conversations be moved to his personal email. We have requested copies of those messages too. Even if the lines have not been crossed, Kate says he would have advised the DA's office to get county approval to work with the Wren Collective.
You guys have the text messages. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And, you know, if there's not a contract out there anywhere, then that's questionable.
So there is no contract between the DA's office and the Wren Collective. Our team has been trying to reach Bexar County Judge Peter Sakai to ask about this, but he hasn't been available. Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you for watching KSAT, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with San Antonio's latest news and weather.